Hey everybody, I'm so happy to have you guys back on the channel where we talk about everything feminine, including music, media, and news. What's up everybody, I am back with another video on some mess, some tea, some drama. No need for the introduction, y'all see the title and y'all already know who Nicki Minaj is, so I can skip the pleasantries. So let's get right into it. Nicki has popped back out after months on hiatus and she's not playing any games with the looks, the appearances, the features, and now, the other day, she released a snippet for a new song she may have coming out. The snippet alone is getting lots of praise because this sounds like it may be the original bar-spitting female rap queen Onika that most of her fans and even occasional listeners practically beg her for. But of course, there's a bunch of mess, a bunch of drama surrounding Nicki's new track, only because Nicki decides to insert Rosa Parks' name into a line that many people feel was a bit tasteless. I'll let you take a listen. Rosa Parks, So let's just cut straight to my commentary. It's not hard to go back on my channel and figure out that Nicki is one of my favorite rappers, but you'd also see that I only stand for me, myself, and I. And if you're wrong, you're wrong. Doesn't matter who you are or how much I like you. And Nicki, that line was very tacky and I can see why people find it disrespectful, especially the Black woke community. First of all, it's Black History Month, and then she released a snippet the day before Rosa Parks' birthday, so very bad timing regardless. I see why people are saying that Nicki has a bunch of yes men around her, including some of her fans, because I would have not allowed my good sis Nicki to leave the studio without fixing that one lineup. However, I have to be 100% real and honest. I'm not canceling Nicki Minaj, not over this, and I'm not going to have selective outrage. Yes, there is a Nicki hate train that has been en route since like 2017, if not before. At the same time, just because somebody doesn't agree with something Nicki does, doesn't automatically mean they're Nicki haters, but I have seen and heard words come out of rappers' mouths, and after 15 minutes of outrage, people still played their music, the rapper continued on their career, still successful, still made money. For example, Lil Wayne's line in Karate Chop about Emmett Till, who was falsely accused against a white woman. Lil Wayne apologized and then went on about his merry way in his career, still seen as one of the greatest rappers to ever do it, still a top tier rapper to many people to this day. Jay-Z's comment about Anna Mae and Beyonce's song Drunk in Love. Neither Jay nor B were canceled. I don't even think they even commented about this matter. And they're obviously still the first couple in music. Rick Ross made a line about slipping substances in a girl's drink on the song You Don't Even Know. I think he received more backlash than others on that one, but still, he was never canceled. Cardi B has said multiple things that has made several people, several different groups of people mad as hell. And in relation to this incident, she was a part of that ghetto Coretta Scott King skit that she had to apologize for. But Cardi B still remains one of the most successful female rappers of all time. She was never canceled. And last but not least, Outkast got sued by Rosa Parks herself. In 1999, Rosa Parks had an attorney file a lawsuit against Outkast and their label LaFace Records for using her name as the title to one of their most popular songs about partying and getting crunk. Of course, cancel culture wasn't what it is now, but still, with the exception of Rick Ross and Outkast, because I didn't listen to them in the first place, I personally never canceled any of these artists, especially Beyonce, because she's my fave of all faves. So why would I just selectively choose to cancel Nicki just because of what has come to be Nicki Minaj since 2017? And you know what I mean? So they're more inclined to cancel her over anybody else because a lot of people just don't like Nicki right now. But no, I'm not doing it. If we want to start canceling people for reasons like this, then we need to start with point A and not skip alphabet just because J is your favorite letter. And I know people have different reasons for why they do stuff. Everyone has a breaking point. As you should, you are allowed to have lines that you don't want crossed in any situation with anybody, but I personally think that people apply the cancel culture thing more so when they don't like the person in question rather than when they should. People can be selective with their outrage, and not everybody, but I do see it a lot. And I'd rather not be one of those people. Today, after looking into this situation, I actually learned things about Rosa Parks that I didn't know. I didn't know it was her birthday, and now I'm intrigued to go research her more, because a lot of us are just taught the basics, which are that she was a black woman who refused to get up from her seat on the bus and went to jail. So I took this as an opportunity to go learn more about Rosa Parks rather than having selective outrage over Nicki Minaj. And if you do feel a certain type of way about it, I'm not specifically saying everybody is having selective outrage, but a lot of people are, because of what Nicki Minaj has come to be, especially in this day and age. And for the examples that I gave, yes, those people did receive some backlash, but my point is that they weren't canceled. I see a lot of people trying to just straight up cancel Nicki over this one line, what she said, because as for Nicki, she needs to change that line. It wasn't very tasteful. Rosa wouldn't approve. It was bad timing, and it's just not worth it. Let this next era be just as great as your first one. We don't need these problems. And Rosa, if it wasn't for her, a lot of us, specifically let's say Nicki Minaj, wouldn't be able to have a seat at award shows, and wouldn't be able to be who she is today. We wouldn't be able to be as black women like we are today if it wasn't for courageous women like Rosa Parks. Nicki, you're very creative. You can come up with something else. Hopefully when she does release a song, she takes that line out, because I really feel like it's time for Nicki to get it together. I'm not saying that she's all over the place. I'm not saying that she's lost her creativeness, and she's definitely still very talented. I feel like Nicki still has a long-standing career. She can do a lot with herself from now until whenever she feels like she wants to retire. But with instances like this, it's really hard to not necessarily defend Nicki Minaj, but people who are upset over this have a point. But your looks been serving, and the snippet sounded really good. Once again, let's just change that line. So let me know what you guys think down in the comment section. I love to hear y'all's opinions. Like the video because it's good for your edges, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell so that you can be notified each and every time I upload a video. And that's it for today. I'm gonna see you guys in the next one.